Hi ladies, day 18. You've been eating well now for a while and making good choices. So you can trust your body's signals by now regarding hunger. And this is the point in your Whole30 to really press into observing the meal template, eating lots of vegetables, making sure you're getting enough fat, and saying goodbye, or at least trying to say goodbye, to grazing and snacking between meals. So if you're already there, I applaud you, well done. But I think a refresher of the basics is always a good idea. So in the early days, we said, if it's Whole30 compatible, just eat it. And that was to get you through the hardest days. Now we need to point out that overeating dried fruit, fruit and nut bars, smoothies and juices between meals or even as meal replacements are just another way of getting your sugar fix. And this could also sabotage effective fat adaptation. So we'd like you to lean more on healthy fats and vegetables, if you're not already doing so, to get you between meals. So the meal template is a scientifically proven way of eating. It was tested at nutrition workshops years ago by doctors and scientists, even before the Whole30 books were written. And the fact that you can use it without weighing, measuring, and tracking calories is also psychologically healthy and brings the joy back to food and eating. But general estimates are given to be helpful. So you still have to make sure you're eating enough, that the food on your plate is nutritious and it's not lacking in nutrients, that you're getting enough protein, fat, and plant-based carbohydrates. Keep reading those labels, even if you think you know it off by heart. Keep reading the labels just to make sure nothing's sneaking in. Melissa gives us some guidelines from It Starts With Food, and she recommends eating at the table, not allowing distractions like television and the phone during meal times, and to chew slowly. Okay, so let's talk now a bit more about building your plate. So it's best to create each meal around your protein source, and it's recommended to have 1 to 2 palm-sized servings of protein. Choose the best quality meat, seafood and eggs that you can afford, but you can check out at Whole Food for 7 on Instagram for budget-friendly options, and I'll put that below the video as well. Then fill the rest of your plate with vegetables. Now this is where a lot of people don't eat enough. So it's best to have a variety of vegetables so that you can fill your plate, because you'd be very bored if you had like a whole plate of green beans. So try and have a variety, at least a couple, just to, get that plate filled up with vegetables. And then you can add spices and seasonings to flavour. Now, I know a lot of you are already doing this, but this is just to remind you to really press into eating your 3 meals a day and how to build your plate, and to try and move away from snacking if that's something you're still doing. You need to choose 1 to 2 healthy fats, so 1 to 2 sources of fat per meal. So that can be oils, clarified butters, coconut milk, olives, so things like that. So keep going, you're doing really well, and I'll see you again here soon.